everyone. The Navajo Nation is going on a 57-hour quarantine lockdown. No travel, no leaving the Navajo Nation, no leaving your house. And so we're gonna attempt to vlog during this time to kind of show how our family does lockdown. Do you want to say anything?
Not at the moment.
So did you ever think that we would be living in times like this?
Yeah, actually, I was in my 20s understanding that the world was sick, knowing that it was unsustainable. I saw a really interesting comic the other day of this native man crying up on a hill and seeing industrialization taking place. I used to feel that same way when I drive into some hills and see a bunch of houses dotting it.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Honestly though, like, I never imagined that we would be living in a time where we couldn't like leave our houses and needed like protective gear just to go to the store. And I didn't foresee any of this. You know what I mean? Like, I know that like the way we're living with all the waste and pollution, I know that's not a sustainable way to live, and I knew it was throwing everything off balance. But you know, I never thought that we would. I don't know. I never thought I'd live through a pandemic that was affecting the globe. You know.
I didn't expect it to be a pandemic, but something had to give.
Like when I was growing up, I remember my family telling me all these stories about the end of the world, and it was in the form of floods, and it was in the form of plagues, and it was in the form of volcanoes and earthquakes, and California falling into the ocean.
Oceanfront property in Arizona.
And that was, yeah, and that was something that I was like, oh, okay, like, you're mentally prepared for it a little bit, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like super shocking when you start hearing of all the earthquakes that are happening, and then you're hearing that it's related to fracking. You know, you're not as freaked out when you're hearing about the polar caps melting because of all the pollution that's deteriorated the ozone layer, and you're seeing polar bears drowning. You know what I mean? It's not like, it's shocking, but it's not like overwhelmingly so, because you've been hearing these stories since you were a kid. This though is different.
I remember a few events that it was a moment of, is this it? Is this the event? And the first one was the installation of George W. Bush.
Yeah.
I guess before that it was 9/11.
Yeah.
And then it was the installation of George W. Bush. And it kept going. And it seemed as though every other time, you know, is this it? Is it going to be the school shooting now? Or is it going to be the stock market crash? And on and on. We know that Mother Earth is sick and overwhelmed with a parasite. And we were given the idea that all of it was inevitable. Now we realize that you can stop this. That it's not inevitable, that we can collectively do things differently. And that's what I want to see happen.
Yeah, I really want to start some people stepping up, because there's still a lot of people out there that think like that they can control nature, that they are right, that they have a right to be here and live the way they live and be so destructive. And those are the people that are not adhering to a lot of the warnings and the precautions. They're the ones that are getting people sick. Like that guy who was peeing on the freaking gas pumps in Kayenta this week. You know, some Billigana guy. It's like, what the heck? Like, why would you go on to a reservation and do something like that? Like, that's so messed up. like, what was he thinking, you know? And
honestly, I think that a lot of people think they can come to the Navajo Nation or any Indian reservation. It's just a bunch of poor people and people piss in the street.
it's disgusting.
And it's just acceptable. And people don't realize that, you know, these are the homes of families.
Yeah, like I've been to the poorest places that, you know, imaginable, and people still have the decency and the common respect for themselves and their environment and those around them, their community, to not do something like that. You know, they have outhouses. They may not have running water, but they know that you can't just, like, you know, pee on the sidewalk or pee on the street. And then there's people in the cities who think they're so civilized, and they're the ones that are being disgusting and gross and unhealthy and unhygienic. But yeah, I don't know.
Tis the world.
Tis the sick, sad world. Anyways, so we're gonna go into the store. There's a line. Everyone is social distancing right now. They're 6 feet apart. And we're gonna get in line, get our face masks on and our gloves, and go get some marshmallows so the kids can roast them later. This is what we do for our children. We risk our health so they can have fun.
And we wanted ice cream, maybe.
And somebody wants ice cream.
Adrian wants ice cream.
All right. This is our silly gas station haul. We got s'more supplies and Michael's ice cream and bread for sandwiches. And everybody in the gas station was basically stocking up on snacks, which I was just pointing out to Mike is, I don't know, pretty crazy. Pretty representative of the way we live and the way we take care of our bodies, I guess. Michael is playing around on the kids' skateboards. The boys are inside washing dishes. We're gonna make shoot. We're gonna make barbecue chicken and rice, and the kids are gonna make s'mores later. And I hope I captured that. I don't know if I did.
That's all right. You can ride along and just kind of, you know. But if you want to do a high one, that counts as landing. No, you were in the way. I almost didn't knock you down. I almost did it.
Almost.
Here's the graham crackers, and here's the marshmallows. Those are very I'm not putting on the That burned me. Oh no, that's sad. Kind of got burned. Yeah. And here's a spoon, and most of all, importantly, it's the Hershey's. And just this one. Hey!
Excuse me.
Don't chase me with forks. I will. Okay, just get the chocolate for the beautiful s'mores.
This morning we are reading this graphic novel. We're past the halfway point and it's getting good. So we're gonna make some peanut butter and banana sandwiches and tea and try to finish this off today. So yeah, that's our chill morning. Check in later.
So, Shababe, you heard about that plant, that meat packing plant? I think it was in one of the Dakotas that is a COVID-19 hotspot. If you had a chance to think about it.
I'm thinking that now is going to be a good time for us to start converting our diets to be more plant-based. And that might be a good thing, considering that a large majority of people that are suffering severe symptoms of COVID-19, they are people with high blood pressure and heart problems. And I think it's been shown in studies that people who consume a lot of meat in their diets tend to have those problems because they're not offsetting it with a lot of fruits and veggies and other things that might be positively impacting their diets and nutrition, all that. But it sucks. I remember you said something about it being like a pork plant, right?
I could be wrong.
Oh yeah, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm willing to make the change. I think it's going to be good for all of us.
I guess we're going to go raise some chickens now.
Yeah. My friend, my BFF, she has chickens. And you told me that you grew up with chickens, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think chickens would be good for us. Good food. We know how to make whole chickens. I think we make really good chicken. And eggs are awesome.
And if the baby acts up, we can sick the rooster after. That'll teach him a lesson.
Yes. Dang, I wish I had a grazing permit. How many people, raise your hand, who wish they had a grazing permit? I know. Dang. It would be really nice to have a flock of sheep right now. So if anyone wants to hook it up and, I don't know, let's link up and butcher together, split up the meat. Comment down below. Okay. Good afternoon. It's 2:02 and we're still in bed. And we got up and we made breakfast and then we speed cleaned with the kids. And then we listened to a podcast and took a little nap, read a little bit of the news, and now we're thinking of maybe watching a movie or something. So it's a super chill afternoon. Yeah. So we're not really planning on doing anything else right now, but if we do, we'll bring you along. Yum! This is looking pretty good. So what I did was I seasoned this chicken with poultry seasoning, garlic, salt, and paprika. And I put Kerrygold butter chunks on top. And vegetables, red onions, broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, and let the butter melt down. And so it's coating it beautifully, as you can see. And we're just slowly baking this. It's very, very low maintenance. And it's been cooking for over an hour. On a timer, and so this is gonna be our dinner tonight. It's just super delicious. So yeah, if you want something super low maintenance but tasty, this is it. The kids love it. So I got mad at the kids and I kicked them all outside because they were being really annoying and very ungrateful for everything I do for them. Just kidding. Yeah, I was making lunch and they're being really picky and rude, and so I was like, you know what? Get outside. I'm not dealing with that today. So they're outside while I'm getting everything ready, and when they come inside, they're gonna eat what I give them because it's not cool to treat people like that. To treat people badly who are doing nice things for you, making delicious, nutritious meals. So yeah. Parenting is so tough sometimes. Like, you do your best for your kids, and sometimes they don't even like recognize what you're doing. They don't appreciate it, and it really sucks. And sometimes you just gotta kick them out the house, show them who's boss, let them run it off, work it off, get hungry, and then they'll appreciate whatever you put in front of them. Yeah, I remember my mom used to do that to us. I mean, I wasn't the perfect kid either, you know what I mean? I had my moments, and I remember my mom did that. And I grew up in the 80s when, like, you know, we were outside all day, and we only came inside to eat pretty much, so, yeah. Wow, that clean grill. Shabab spent the afternoon cleaning the grill. It was all dirty. And we cleaned out our shed, and we cleaned just awful. And we cleaned out our, be nice to her. She's a good dog. Do that run like that guy from Schitt's Creek. You gotta do it with a smile, a dumb smile he does.
I have a dumb smile. Well, that burger doesn't heat up anymore.
Hubby dog. Anyway, no.
I'm just gonna use my hands and be all savage.
All savage. So what's your grill technique? Maybe you could share some tips and tricks.
Figure it out on your own.
All sad.
I like the grill in the back. It gives it a nice, what's the word? I think it bakes while it open flames up. But that's just because it works on my grill this particular way.
So like,
keep it low and let the temperature build up. Keep the res dogs out.
so how would you feel if the like meat plants started to close and you couldn't get food at the grocery or meat at the grocery store?
Well, I guess we'd have to start butchering some sheep around here.
Mm-hmm. I think so too.
Get a cow.
I know, huh?
I'll rope one while I'm driving around and just drag it back to the house.
God, drag your cow. That's twisted.
I'm a little twisted.
Just a little.
It'll be a little more organic than not.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, let's go check out this area.
Shell and fire pit.
So the kiddos did this. Isn't that awesome? Michael took them over to the lake, and they collected rocks, and then they built this cool fire pit, and we sat around here and told stories. We roasted marshmallows. This is something that I want to continue. Ooh,
these are good, I think.
Beautiful. It smells so good.
Mm-hmm.
How do you?
Be good, I think.
How do you know when a steak is ready?
It depends on if you want it medium or rare or what. So I like to give it a nice browning on one side and then touch it up on the other.
That
but I like
so
mine
juicy.
a little on them. What is it called? Medium rare?
Medium rare, yeah.
I like mine a little medium rare, but these are all
Ooh, looks so good.
a little on the medium side, I think. With my color blindness.
Let's take this inside. So we got steaks and asparagus for dinner tonight. Ooh.
Okay, let's eat.
Dinner time. Sometimes when the kids are acting up, Mike and I will just grab our dinner and we'll eat it in bed and we'll watch Netflix or something. And I don't think any parent should feel guilty for doing that, because sometimes kids can really get on your nerves, even though you love them so much.
And we do.
We do. We love our kids so much, but sometimes they can They can really make me feel like pulling my hair out. Just kidding. We just had dinner and we're gonna play hide and seek with the kids. But Michael had to sneak away and eat some ice cream because he didn't want to share with the kids. Alright, so all the lights are turned off. All the kids are sitting in a circle, but we can't say anything, so the games are about to begin. Okay, so Danny was counting in the bathroom originally, and Michael and I were looking for a spot, and then she stopped counting, so we just hid behind the door. Oh my God. And so, while she was going into one of the bedrooms, I ran near to the bathroom and shut the door. And so, I don't think she expects me to be in here. But she's catching all the others and she can't blame me. She's going through all of the closets. I can hear her. She is never gonna find me. So I stuck into the bathtub now and I'm hiding by the curtain. And they're all looking. They're still looking for me. This is like the 4th song that's playing. They don't even know what I'm messing with. Just kidding. I'm like the pro when it comes to hide and seek. I grew up with like so many cousins and we used to play hide and seek all the time. She's all, where did she go? And Mike's all, she disappeared. Everyone's all like, we give up. I heard her, she's like, I give up, but I'm gonna wait till she goes up. Oh my God, Cameron's all, did you check the shower? He's all, check the bathroom, and she's all, that's where I started. That's exactly where I'm at. I think I'm gonna call the phone and see if they hear it, see if they pick up. I called them, they said they gave up. Surprise!
Where were you? Where were you? I can't tell you. I'm here. She was in the baby's room.
No, I wasn't.
I think I know.
Where were you?
Were you in here?
No.
Where'd you go? Were you in there?
No.
Were you high?
You
She's a
I'm not a witch.
She's a bitch. Okay, round 2.
What did you say? That sounded really bad.
She's a bitch.
No, you guys just don't know. I'm like a super pro at hide and seek.
Your turn. No, I don't want to go.
Did you get caught first?
Yes, because
You go.
Want to know why?
I want to close out this video with a final thought about what we can do to mentally prepare ourselves for the coming weeks and months. You know, I was reading an article about how a lot of frustration is mounting right now. People are protesting the stay inside orders that states and local governments have been issuing. And though it's for the protection of the people, I think people are getting cabin fever and they don't want to feel like their rights are being infringed upon. However, I am going to continue to say that keeping indoors, self-isolating is probably one of the best ways to slow the spread of this virus. And so I hope that we can all work together to do that, continue finding creative ways to strengthen our families and our communities, you know, by reaching out and helping each other. I know not everybody has the access to do so or the extra income to help and donate to causes, but what we can do is we can share information and we can encourage one another. We can call our parents and our grandparents. We can buy an extra pack of toilet paper for them. We can, you know, really just share, work as community, and take care of one another. So I'm trying to mentally prepare for the coming weeks. And, you know, as I was making lunch today, I was thinking about that. You know, what is it going to look like, you know, if or when the kids don't go back to school? Do I have what it takes to be a good educator for my children, to be a good mother, to continue being productive in my job, to keep my family healthy, to maintain a strong relationship with my husband? You know, like every relationship, we go through ups and downs, and we have disagreements sometimes, and we have to work through that. And I just want to like put it out there that, you know, I'm rooting for you. You know, I'm rooting for the families. And, you know, if you have a method that you utilize in your homes that is helpful or beneficial, you know, please share it. You know, put it in the comments below, link resources. We truly are in this together. And so I want to like close it out with that, let you know that, you know, you're not alone in this. We're all going through it too. We're stressed out, we're overwhelmed. It's kind of hard right now. It's not like actually hard to stay home, but it's freaking hard to like come to that point in our minds where it's like you're realizing the gravity of the situation. You're like, dang, I can't believe this is happening, you know? Like every morning I wake up and I'm like, I cannot believe the world we're living in right now. And just like waking up and coming to that realization, then like, okay, what do I have to do today? And so, like I said before, you know, I utilize this block scheduling system. I try to keep a good routine Monday through Friday. I keep the weekends free so that we can, you know, just relax and not be bound to any kind of schedule. But yeah, it would be kind of cool if everyone could like post a photo down below of their friends and family, you know, like fun things that they've been doing. And yeah, let's keep the vibe positive. Let's encourage one another, and let's keep praying for our nation, you know, the Navajo Nation, no, all the tribal indigenous nations, you know. Pray for the mothers and the grandmothers, the pillars of our communities, and let's pray for our husbands and our sons to step up, you know, and be the warriors that are born to be, because yeah, I'm rooting for you too. So yeah, until next time, I'm out. Hagoshi.